The bold and the beautiful executive producer slash head writer Bradley Bell is feeling bullish about the state of his 37-year-old soap and looking forward to what's ahead in 2025. That we are excited, Bell enthuses. This many years into it, we are as pumped up as we've ever been. It's just a wonderful team here, and I see us as a little half-hour engine that could. We're still here, and we're still plugging along, and we're really going to be delivering our best drama. A good portion of that drama will take place in the boardroom. I always love telling business storylines, Bell says. We don't do them that often, but I really think that's something we do well, and the finale of Who's in Charge of Forrester Creations. Team Logan with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, or Team Forrester, with Rich Forrester, Torsten K., Eric Forrester, John McCook and Steffi Forrester. Jacqueline McInnes would taking over again, will be resolved in the first part of 2025. It will be a battle royale going on there. Expect some surprises with the younger set, too, as the new year unfolds. The next generation of bold and beautiful is forming, and I couldn't be more thrilled to have all of these great actors coming together and bringing it to life, lauds Bell. It's great to have Crew Morrow playing Will Spencer and Linnea Grace playing Electra Forrester. It's wonderful to have Lisa Yamada, Luna Nozawa back. We're trying to stay current with this AI/deepfake story with Remy Price, Christian Weissman and Electra, and alert people to the fact that seeing is not believing as it used to be, and now you have to really question things. Our younger characters are going to have a kind of a mystery story, with some shocking twists. There will also be traditional soap fare, and some traveling Bell dishes. There's business, there's romance, and we have a location shoot coming up, he lists. We've got a lot of romance with Carter and Hope. It all started out so beautifully, but they will be put to the test. It's so great to have Rebecca Budig aboard as Taylor Hayes. She has so beautifully stepped right in, and brings us a great Taylor. And Brooke and Taylor are going to have a pretty spicy year. The tune-in factor is high, promises Bell. We have an incredible cast, he declares. Every scene you cut to, there's someone who's delivering a great performance. So I'm very excited about stories and cast for 2025. Everyone's really popping, and I think it'll be one of our best years. If not our best year ever. Hey Race, what's in store for the fight for Forrester Creations? There is a feud like never before at Forrester Creations, and the rollout is really dramatic. Carter, for the most part, has always been very trusted and honest, but he wants to turn the page, start a new chapter, fight for the Logans, and take the helm himself. So that'll be controversial. Of course, I'd love it if Eric and Ridge would stay on, but they're not going to stay on. We have Zen Forrester, Delon DeMetz, who's going to be caught in the crossfire of having the opportunity now to really step up as a designer, but feeling that he's also betraying his mentors, Eric and Ridge. So he has a very interesting story. Daphne newcomer Muriel Hilaire, who will debut January 7th, is the next component to Carter's plan. A desire to create a Forrester fragrance, something like a Chanel No. 5, which really dwarfed the fashion line in terms of profitability. The Forresters haven't focused on that. Daphne is known as the finest nose in Paris. She is top of the heap when it comes to creating fragrance. So she is going to be the person who's behind the Forrester fragrance. The audience will learn is that there's a person behind her, and that person is Steffi. She's a plant by Steffi to really undermine Carter, and to dismantle this current situation where Hope and Brooke are in charge. So there will be a secret and a twist in the story, and she's going to use very interesting techniques. Although she appears loyal to Carter, her ultimate goal is to get the company back in the family. Well, this triangle is only 35 years young, so there's plenty of room for more chapters laughs. But this Forrester takeover will throw a wrench in Ridge and Brooke's relationship. They've been happy and content for almost a record number of years, but Brooke accepting the CEO position at Forrester will be something that Ridge feels is a strong betrayal. No matter how she justifies it, it's wrong, and of course Taylor will agree. So, we're going to explore their relationship a bit further. Steffi Forrester and John Finn Finnegan. Steffi and Finn are going to have a new challenge, and their relationship is going to be put to the test. They've already dealt with a few tests, but they're as strong as a couple can be, and we'll see if they can weather the next storm. Linnea Grace has been just wonderful, and she made Elektra all her own. Remy came in as an obsessed and jealous friend from the past, who feels wronged that his best friend just took off, and has this wonderful new life in California, and left him behind. So, there will be some real sparks flying between Will and Remy over Elektra, and it will be a far-reaching story that includes AtForrester, Ashley Brewer, and all the Logan ladies. Katie Logan, Heather Tom becomes very involved, and it's going to bring some drama to this young group. It's a good one. Bill Don Diamant has been getting these letters from Luna Nozawa, who thought she was his daughter, but wasn't, and the first one he just set on fire. The second one, he was about to set on fire, but rolled up in a ball and threw it out, which showed you a little bit of curiosity and less anger. We're going to get into Bill's character, and how his childhood was very much like Luna's, and no one helped him, so he's going to want to help Luna. Now we don't know whether he's being played, or not. No one really plays Bill Spencer, but he's going to have a little affinity for her, and her story, and what she's had to endure. Luna's reemergence on the canvas is really going to bring in the Nozawa family. Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park will be very involved, as will Lee Nozawa, Naomi Matsuda. We will be seeing Ted King Jack Finnegan again. I'm looking forward to telling another chapter of the story with this family. They're really a great addition to the show, and there's so much more to tell with them. Liam Spencer, I am at a point where I'm trying to come up with his next chapter. Scott Clifton Liam, we know, is a brilliant actor, and in 2025, he's going to have a front-burner story, but one that's completely different for him. Deacon Sharp and Sheila Carter, they have the best pizza in Los Angeles. And there's a new story for Sheila Kimberlin Brown and Deacon Sean Cannon, coming up that we're writing right now. It's going to be something completely different for them. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers document that Bill Spencer's Don Diamant return to prison proved fortuitous for Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada. Their second sit-down in recent weeks led to complex questions and a sudden exit. Bill seemed disgusted by Luna's answers about the murders. He asked her to detail what happened, and she did. Viewers watched the flashbacks as Bill appeared unable to digest what was said. But then two prison guards undid the shackles they'd just placed on Luna and pushed her to an unknown area that seemed outside the prison gates. Plus, Bill was there awaiting her. No parole board meeting, no lobbying the warden, powerful political office holders, or bribing a corrupt judge to let Luna off. Incredibly, Luna was let out of jail a short time after Bill left the prison visitors room. But how could that happen? Well, Luna hoped to play to Bill's emotions, and that effort appeared to work 1,000,000-fold. Buzz indicates that she's being released to his recognizance because of the beatings and other bad treatment inside the prison walls. Very few people could get an admitted double murderer out of prison in such a rapid fashion. Yet that's what Dollar Bill pulled off. So, an authority figure must either owe Bill favors, or his relationship with that person is beyond reproach. Signs indicated that the immediate area she was released into was monitored by surveillance cameras. Whatever the reason, Bill was waiting there and embraced Luna. So she's pulled it off. After killing her father and a friend who knew too much, Luna managed to con Bill again. It could be that Luna is telling the truth about the prison beatings. But her sinister sneers that followed the meetings with her mother, Poppy Nozawa Romy Park, and Bill implied that the supposed abuse she received was provoked or generated for effect. While many things are possible on the other side of the screen, viewers know that anything goes in this daytime world. So, a woman who is clearly unstable and confessed to 2 killings, and the kidnapping of Steffi Forrester Finnegan Jacqueline McInnes, would reclaim her freedom. Bill is no dummy. He also hasn't forgotten that Luna deceived him and framed Poppy for her crimes. Yet he is affected by what he believes is Luna's truthful retelling of her prison conditions. She's capable of anything. So, viewers will watch how he manages overseeing Luna's release. Drama will surely be ahead in the new year, unless this becomes a surprise redemption storyline. The bold and the beautiful spoilers have teased Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada release from prison for quite a while now. And it looks like the adorable serial killer could be walking the streets sooner rather than later. This week on the CBS soap, Dollar Bill Spencer Don Diamant will spend more time with his ex-daughter in prison. Will he help Luna get released? Hey Race, what's coming up next on B&B? In real life, nobody is seeing the light of day again after committing 2 murders and a kidnapping. But this is The Bold and the Beautiful, and stranger things have happened. The daytime soap writers are getting creative and are putting the wheels in motion for killer Luna's highly anticipated release from prison. If Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown can roam the streets of Los Angeles as a free woman, then Luna Nozawa can too. If there's anyone that can help killer Luna get out of jail, it's Bill Spencer. Not only does he have endless cash at his disposal, he knows a lot of important people and has several favors he could call in. Obviously, the judge isn't going to drop Luna's charges, but Bill might be able to get her released on some sort of bail or ankle monitor while they address her mental health issues and she goes to trial. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that there's a catch. Before Bill agrees to help Luna get out of prison, he will ask her some tough questions about killing her real father and the Il Giardino busboy. Is there really a right or wrong answer? Luna has never denied the crimes, so it will be interesting to see what Dollar Bill is getting at. Whatever Luna reveals about the murders, it doesn't seem to change Bill's mind. Spoilers hint that Luna will be a free woman very soon. Do you think that Luna Nozawa will change her ways if Bill gets her out? Bold and the Beautiful had Luna Nozawa screaming and pleading with Bill Spencer to save her, and it looks like he did, but only after getting something in return on the CBS soap. Bill first walks out on Luna at the jail, leaving her on edge. Then a few seconds later, B&B viewers discover him waiting for her in the jail courtyard. The scene played out a bit creepy, as the guards shackled her, and then they unshackled her just 30 seconds later. Next, they push an unshackled Luna out the door, where Bill stands smiling in a ray of sunshine. Next, she runs to a smiling Bill, and they hug. But this type of scene is usually reserved for a falsely accused, imprisoned character when the truth surfaces, and they are suddenly freed. So what is up with this crazy turn of events? Bold and the Beautiful had Bill Spencer Don Diamant wanting Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada to give him the truthful details of the murders she committed. So she obliged, and the next thing you see, she appears free. So fan theories pile up, attempting to explain why Bill Spencer is still fixated on this double murderer and why he would get her out of jail. The most feasible explanation is that he got her out on bail. Still, why would he want anything to do with Luna after she committed 2 murders and was working on a 3rd when they caught her? Plus, she framed her mom for the 2 deaths. Bold and the Beautiful fans think Bill Spencer is bringing Luna Nozawa back to his estate. If so, they suggest he should probably sleep with one eye open with her in the house. So far on Bold and the Beautiful, none of this makes much sense to the viewers. But the theories spin trying to explain why Bill Spencer rescues Luna Nozawa. It is not as if he was unscathed by her deeds. She also pulled one on him by switching the paternity test. But for some reason, he has come to take her home, or at least that's what it looked like after the last episode. Bold and Beautiful fans find Luna's frequent comparisons of Bill's mother and her mother odd. Many B&B viewers say this is the first time they heard about his mother being a horrible mother. But fans suggest this piece is likely introduced because they need it for the storyline the soap soon unleashes. Bold and the Beautiful can make the impossible happen with the swipe of a pen. So Bill Spencer stepping forward to help Luna could come with various reasons. The online buzz suggests many what-ifs today surrounding Luna Nozawa and Bill Spencer. While it would be hard to explain another mistake or switch in the DNA testing, Bold and the Beautiful could decide to make Luna Nozawa Bill's daughter after all. So if Bill discovered Luna as his kid, this could push him into this jail rescue. Bill planned to adopt Luna a while back on Bold and the Beautiful, so maybe he plans to follow through with that plan. This way he can give her the stability she always wanted. But this would entail the publishing magnate having a ton of empathy for the wayward intern. Not to mention alienating his family and friends. That smile on Bill's face, which looked warm and caring, could instead be a sinister grin. Did he spring her out of jail so he could use her skills to do away with a rival or enemy? He did need to hear how she killed the 2 men before he went forward with helping her. Maybe the Spencer patriarch plans to secretly take Luna home, but then use her for some ploy. No one would suspect her since she's supposedly in jail. This plan would need Bill to have too many people in his pocket to keep it all under wraps. So maybe this theory seems too far-fetched. Bold and the Beautiful may set the stage for Bill Spencer to let Luna Nozawa go free. But first, he could secretly set her up with a new identity, so she can start over. He might do this out of empathy. Or maybe he would do this if he found out she was his daughter in another paternity test switch. But if there is a sinister side to this, Bill might have a mission in mind for Luna. Then, keeping her freedom under wraps may prove crucial to a ploy he plans. No matter why Bill Spencer would have Luna Nozawa released, this will likely remain his secret from the other characters. There would be no living with his family and friends if they discover what he's done. But this is Bold and the Beautiful, so this CBS soap can take this storyline to the outer limits and back again, as they've done before. Ivy told Katie she understood why Elektra was fired before the truth was known about the deepfake images on the Bold and the Beautiful. But is she ignoring the larger issue? In the December 31st episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Ivy Ashley Brewer and Katie Heather Tom had a heart-to-heart conversation about Elektra Linnea Grace and the deepfake photos that cost the young Forrester her job. Katie felt terrible about the whole thing, promising that Elektra would have the full support of Forrester Creations in finding and punishing the perpetrator. Ivy appreciated the support, especially since this problem seems to have followed Elektra from her hometown to LA. But she was frustrated that Katie didn't come to her first before firing her niece. Katie explained that she was only trying to protect Ivy's jewelry line. But we have to wonder what would have happened if the Forresters were still in control of the company. When Katie first received the photos, she went directly to Brooke Catherine Kelly Lang, who agreed that Elektra should be fired. But if Steffi Jacqueline McInnes Wood and Ridge Torsten Kay had been there, would things have been the same? We think Ivy knows that things would have been handled differently if the Forresters were in control of the company. While everyone has been pledging support for Elektra now that the truth is out in the open, including Carter Lawrence St. Victor and Hope Annika Noel, the fact remains that the Logan sisters' first instinct was to fire Elektra instead of confronting her. It's hard to imagine that her family would have reacted the same way. Would like to think Steffi would have had a conversation with Elektra about the photos before jumping to conclusions. At the moment, Ivy seems content knowing that Forrester Creations is now supportive of Elektra. But she also knows that it might be a bitter pill for her niece to swallow once she learns that Katie not only believed the photos were real, but also believed that Elektra wasn't the nice girl she presents herself to be. Side note is that the reason Katie hesitated when Ivy mentioned how much Katie's son loves Elektra, the seeds of doubt have been planted and Ivy's eyes are open to the fact that the new leaders of Forrester Creations are prone to jumping to conclusions instead of asking questions. We think this could lead to some tension in the future for Ivy and her jewelry line, which is why she very well could confront Katie and Carter, Hope and Brooke about firing her niece instead of asking questions first. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang and Ridge Forrester Torsten Kay may have once been soulmates. However, fans believe they should not get back together again. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Brooke and Ridge have spent more time apart lately than they have together. Ridge supposedly agreed that they were destined to be together. However, it seems they should rethink their decision about being a couple. Ridge and Brooke have put things back together so many times, but still, there is no commitment between them. Ridge annulled their marriage. Ridge doesn't respect Brooke or her position at Forrester Creations. Ridge doesn't apparently know Brooke very well the way he is acting now. Sometimes love is not enough. Hope Logan Annika Noel is always going to have issues with Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood. These two will never get along partially because of jealousy between them. Steffi is always going to try to push Ridge toward Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig, no matter how many times she promises to not interfere. Ridge is also always going to resent Hope for her and Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor takeover of Forrester Creations. Hope and Carter may have convinced themselves they were doing what was right, but Ridge disagreed and will likely never be able to trust either of them again. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, their destiny may have changed. Ridge has claimed to be Destiny for years. However, they still tend to break up and make up more often than ever. In the beginning, It was easy to believe that they were each other's destiny. How many times can you tear each other's hearts out before they say hell with destiny and move on? If Ridge and Brooke are destiny, when are they going to grow up and start discussing their problems and work through them? When is Ridge going to stop running back to Taylor to have someone's shoulder to cry on? Brooke and Ridge cannot expect to hurt each other time and again, and then claim they are destiny and reunite. The difference Ridge makes between his daughter and Brooke's daughter is ridiculous. If Brooke goes back to Ridge this time, she is not only condoning his treatment of her daughter, but his disrespect for her as well. Brooke just needs to walk away and be done with Ridge already. The waffler doesn't deserve her.